Good afternoon and welcome to Audiotree Live. Today is Friday, April 24th, 2015, and we're honored to have with us Defeater.
Get out of this house. I'll walk you down to town. We'll go out our range, kick rocks with summer days, penny candy general store. I'd buy us a pop if I had more. Keep walking inland all day, spinning, cursing each other's name. And ain't this what brothers are supposed to do? Blood between us makes it all but true. So we roll on through past the quarries and pits too. Swim out among the rocks and cliffs. The ignorant youth keeps us from death. We find our way out to the tribes. The sun it beats down on our backs. Heaven help us if there's a train. We dodge it like the beaches in Normandy. Ain't this what brothers are supposed to do? But between us makes it all but
Defeater on Audiotree Live. Thank you guys very much for coming out and playing for us. I've been spending the last week probably in your record world, I guess, so it's an honor to have you in, honestly. So I wanted to talk a little bit about, you run a studio, is that correct? Or you own one in Boston?
Yeah, both.
Okay, cool. Do you have, you've done a few of Defeater records, or are all of them out there?
I've done them all, yeah.
Okay, cool. And do you have other bands that come in and do records with you as well?
Yeah, when I'm not on the road, I'm a full-time producer, so.
Cool.
Awesome.
What projects are you working on now that I don't know, that you're proud of, or bands that you're interested in?
I'm doing a record as soon as we get home from all this touring for this band called Somos. They're out with us.
I love Somos. Yeah.
They're out with Tiger Show right now, so I'll be doing their LP this August, and I just had the honor of doing the last Bane record ever, which was like a ton of pressure.
Yeah.
It came out awesome, and whenever anyone asks me this, I just fucking blank. You know?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Name your 5 favorite movies. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, it's a tyranny of choice or whatever
totally,
that is.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we stay busy.
Cool. Was did the Bane guys reach out to you, or did you like solicit them? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
it was actually incredibly embarrassing. I was incredibly inebriated at This Is Hardcore, and Zach, who is straight edge, came up to me and was just like, "Dude, we want you to do it." And I was like, "That's awesome!" And it was just a fucking disaster, but they did it, and it came out cool, and happier for it.
Yeah, for sure. So like when you're writing as a band, you guys, do you think about being in that studio when you're writing, I guess? Just as far as like, you know the gear in there, you know the recording equipment, that kind of thing. Is that a thought, or yeah?
Totally. I mean, I think we think about the production of the record far before I think we even lay down the first note. A weird thing maybe about Defeater is that like we've been thinking about the future of the band since the band was conceived. So like we knew like what characters we wanted to do and what the storylines were going to more or less be alike. So we already know like the overarching themes of the record.
Sure, yeah.
And that gives me some sort of like insight on how to handle it from a production standpoint as well. And then, always too, just trying to be better than last time.
Sure, yeah, level up beyond that. Sweet. Yeah, thank you very much for coming out, guys. You can go to your next song when you're ready.
Cool.
Audiotree Live with Defeater.
Is that clap track?
No, it's real. It's real life, humans. It's always funny because it just depends on how many people are in there. You know, like every time if there's just 4 people or something.
That's more than we have at the shows. That's really good.
Those claps are higher than anything. Could you guys talk to me a little bit about how technology has or has not changed touring? I mean, I know you've been doing it for a long time. Just in terms of, even let's talk about like GPS. Did you used to get lost more than you do now, or do you have places memorized, already?
Now we can blame the GPS when we
Yeah, you can tell it that it took you the wrong way, I guess.
I'm exceptionally bad at following the purple line.
Literally,
like
literally the worst person
dude.
with directions. It's like, just go straight for 400 miles, and Jay will figure out how to just
go away
just
from
not do that at all once.
I think it
Just
means
turns
it
around
wants
and goes
me
the other
to.
way.
It's like, no, Jay, just fucking.
Just do it exactly.
Straight.
Is that because you're trying to read too far into it, or because you can't like pay attention long enough to it, or
He
something?
just doesn't register in his brain.
Yeah, it's downs for sure.
It's just like, I've watched him look at the directions, look at where he's supposed to go,
And just veer to the
and
right.
then not do it.
That's really great. Do you guys switch drivers all the time, or are there certain people that don't drive?
Yeah, we kind of mix it up.
Yeah, we got some heavy hitters.
It doesn't want to talk.
Next question.
Mike is
Yeah,
taking
we'll
a leave.
move on. We'll,
Taking a leave.
we'll move on to the next one.
Just too much driving in the past. He's just taking a leave.
I was gonna say that like my dad growing up was always the guy who knew, exactly where he was going all the time. Like he knew where the KFC was in Atlanta or
Good
whatever.
man.
And then though, like we got a GPS in the Suburban that we used to travel everywhere, and then he would just not trust the instinct that he already knew. So the purple line
Yeah.
tells him to like go this way, but he knows for 30 years that he's supposed to be going straight, but
Yeah.
instead just goes around.
I feel like it does
man.
mess with your head.
It
a little
does,
bit.
kind
Like,
of, right?
Touring like 12, 13 years ago,
Yeah.
I was like the Atlas guy that was like
Yeah.
guiding someone like just, into the city. Then you get the
Zoomed
larger
in one.
scale,
Mhm.
zoomed in map, and then like left, right, whatever. And now that doesn't happen, I'm just useless.
Yeah.
I just hate it. I hate following a GPS.
I do like not having to print out MapQuest directions.
That
Yeah.
is
for
nice.
that like
though.
weird season where that
I
was
mean, that's
happening.
only
Yeah.
going back like 10 years.
Yeah, seriously though.
Like, it's come a long
I
way.
remember
Yeah.
stopping at payphones in like 2002 to call a promoter and like, or
Is this the right way?
yeah,
Calling
or
mom.
stopping, like the example of always stopping and asking like a punk, like you just see someone walking on the street and just
Yeah.
like, hey, do you know where the show is tonight?
Yeah.
Totally.
And they would guide you to it
a
or
show?
whatever.
And now it's like, what bands exist?
Yeah, what's that?
I don't know. What are you talking
Are
about?
you guys EDM or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys E EDM?
You guys can go into your next song when you're ready.
I hope this fighting well for the lost and for the clear. Family that's kept me here. I'm lesson learning and learning well. How to lose everything and to push you away and the light was saying. Never raise it. bastard in me. And still all you see is that bastard in me. And still all you see is that bastard in me. And still all you see is that bastard in me.
Audiotree Live with Defeater. You guys can get ready to go into your next track, and I will say that they're on tour through the end of April with Counterparts and Better Off and Capsize and a few other awesome bands. Check them out. They're going on tour in Europe in early June and July, and before that in Australia. So check them out on tour all over the world. Audiotree Live with Defeater. So you guys are out on tour with a few bands that are, I guess, younger than you guys and haven't been around as long. And I'm just curious if you feel any obligation to be. No, you're not old. I just mean, if you feel any obligation to be kind of like the tour dads at all. Do you try and take care of them or advise them or
We've
anything
definitely
like that?
gotten dad.
Yeah, we've had some dad moments.
Yeah.
Like what? Like what has come up that you had to dad
Just
for?
young people being stupid.
I mean, yeah.
And being like, don't do that anymore. And we're good.
Yeah.
But
I mean, some people on the tour are just out of high school.
Yeah.
And we were all there. We were all doing it right after high school, and
Sure.
we definitely, we did the same dumb stuff where it was just not necessarily constant party, but the constant just not giving a shit.
No parents,
Yeah.
no
No
rules.
parents, no rules.
Yeah.
And so there's been a couple times where we've just had to say, no, please just Don't do that other thing. Just do this.
Yeah, like
Yes.
do this first thing is fine. And
First
do
one was
this
tight.
other
Yeah.
thing.
One,
But
not so tight.
I don't know.
Do they tend to follow? I mean, do they tend
Oh
to
yeah, I mean
look
it
up
was
to you or
just,
follow
it was
you?
just a couple stupid little incidents.
Sure.
This tour package is awesome. There's really really good people on this tour.
Sweet. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Go into your last
And then there's
song.
some stinkers, some real stinker guys.
I quit believing in heaven. I found no savior in nothing. I gave away my faith. I gave my brother a coffin. He was the air in my lungs. He was the blood in my veins. No reason not to jump. The man that I'll never be. A cigarette and a drink to burn away my night. Keep the ache in my chest. This candle burning bright. These hundred fall on deafness. There's only guilt, and grief. The God forgot about us. He's just a demon thief. Cigarette and a drink to burn away my night. Keep the ache in my chest. This candle burning bright. Was the air in my lungs. Was the air in my lungs. All that I will never be. Was the blood in my veins. Blood in my veins. I quit believing in heaven. And I found no savior in nothing. And I gave away my faith. When I gave my brother a coffin. I quit believing in heaven. And I found no savior in nothing. And I gave away my faith. When I gave my brother a coffin. Let me be damned. Let me be damned. Let me be damned. Let me be damned.
Defeater on Audiotree Live. Okay, so we'll wrap it up and let you guys go. I just want to know, selfishly, I guess, when you're writing, any of you, when you're writing the characters, is there research that goes into kind of that time or like what would be the right, I don't know, not necessarily lingo or anything, but just that period and what was going on at that time? Derek?
Yeah, it stems a lot from my own family members and stories that I grew up with. Like both my grandfathers were in World War II, so that the love affair with that era with me goes back to my childhood.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just a nerd.
Yeah. All right, sweet. Well, Good explanation. Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys very, very much for playing.
Thank you for
check them
having
out
us.
on
Thank you so
tour.
much for having
This
us.
has been amazing.
Awesome. Thanks to Dictator Cabs. Thanks to Goose Island. Thanks to awesome people in the studio and sound engineers, camera and lighting crew, hooking it up, and viewers. Thanks for watching. Support the band by downloading the session when it comes out in a few weeks, and send a shout via social media to us or the band if you just want to connect. From all of us here at the Audiotree Studios, thanks for tuning in. Goodbye.